Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Summer Monae, and today I woke up. I felt like I really wanted to tune in and tap into the energy that we're all feeling right now. I think it feels, with the reading I did today, it feels a bit heavy. It feels a little bit like defeated is the word that's coming up. Victim mentality is coming up for me also. And responsibilities are the words that are coming up for me. So if any of those really resonate with you, today's reading is for you. This came across your feed, and I just want you to know I want to be that person today that gives you that enlightenment, that joy, and that guidance that our angels wanted to provide for us. My biggest tip for today is take what resonates and throw the rest away. I definitely think it'd be a good opportunity to kind of journal today. Writing out the cards that I discussed with you and just kind of mapping your life. I want you to channel through the card also, and I want you to see, how it resonates with you. I want you to see how it manifests in your life, because this may not all be current right now. Again, this is a general reading, but I definitely invite you today to be with me as we have this time with our guides for us to learn more about ourselves and how to navigate this energy right now. As we all know it, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, these last 2 weeks. If you live in the United States, a lot of people have fear, a lot of people have a lot of anger, some people are joyous, some people are excited, but I think right now, just collectively, spiritually, I think we're all going through some type of how do I want to say this, ending. That's the best way I want to say it as of right now, looking at the cards today. And today I did pick from tarot, and I picked from my lessons deck as well as our mantra deck, because I really want us to feel good. I know that life can feel very difficult at times, and we're valid to feel those things, but I want to remind us to not stay there too long so that we don't continue to manifest more of that low vibration. So I really want to jump right into today's video. I will say this: when I was shuffling everything, it was a lot. I felt like, the tarot cards that were coming out, I could see, but then I said, let me focus more on Oracle. But what I will share with you is the tarot card that we did get is the Two of Wands. Firstly, I was asking, what is our spiritual guidance at this time? And this card came out. And I truly believe, when you really look at the card, I want you to notice that this man, he's out, he's planning, making decisions, noticing where he's comfortable, where he's at, but also looking upon the journey and finding that he will have problems. I mean, he's looking across mountains. He has to figure out how he's going to get up and over them, right? So obstacles. So I think right now in our life, we kind of are feeling that. I feel like we have a lot of things here today. So I'm just going to dive into that. I will be honest with you, I don't have the cards out now because I just wanted to shuffle, but we did get the Tower reverse and the Death card reverse today too. When I first shuffled the cards, and I kind of wanted to find out more, and I'm not someone who will usually read cards and then switch them out, and I just felt like I didn't want that tone today, but then when I ended up shuffling more, I saw that the tone was here, and so I feel like I can't hide that from you, especially if that's our truth right now. Okay, so, and it's so funny that the cards are literally together again, and I've shuffled this deck so many times, so I'm gonna address it because I feel like our guides want me to. With the Tower reverse and the Death card reverse the first time, again, it's so funny because they're together upright. I want you to know that whatever you're trying to escape from of happening, something crumbling in your life, you can't really stop it from crumbling if it's meant to crumble. I don't say that lightly though. I say it in the sense of, it is hurtful, it is a little bit painful. I could feel that energy here too, but I just want you to know if it's inevitable, because we do have free will, but we also have destiny. in our lives. And so I want us to get to a comfortable place of trusting God, trusting universe, and that they know what's right for us. Even if it hurts us for them or for that energy to make its decisions or for it to manifest in certain ways. I just want you to feel safe to know that whatever crumbles in your life, whatever faulty foundation that you're finding or any cracks within the walls you're finding in your life, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And it's okay for things to die, and it's okay for things to blossom and bloom too. So that's what I will leave there with the Tower reversed. Also, we got the Death card reversed too. And with the Death card, I feel like, there's certain patterns we all have that are not positive. And I really find that it's an opportunity that life is really sharing with us. Like, hey, like, if you really don't fix this negative pattern, then the inevitable is going to happen, which is death, right? Which is an ending. Like the Tower, it's like inevitably with a bad foundation and cracks in the wall, the building is most likely going to fall. So I feel like life is warning us right now, okay? Like a really big exclamation mark, halt, stop what you're doing, and reevaluate, because the spiritual lesson right here is the Two of Wands, right? Reviewing, planning, coming out of your comfort zone. And you're gonna have to, if you want something so bad in your life and you're finding that life is telling you, hey, how you're going about it is really wrong, you need to change it if you want to keep it, then I think this reading is really for you. Listen, okay? Because what you want is not going to stick around forever, especially if you're not matching the frequency that it requires of you, okay? If that's work, if that's relationships in your life, if that's money, how you're handling your finances, if it's how you handle relationships, if it's how you're handling your purpose and your career, if it's your health that you're not paying attention to, I need you to like check in right now with yourself and identify what's not working and make the change, okay? Make it. Don't even think about it. Whatever you're thinking about right now as I'm talking to you, I need you to change that immediately. This is also something I see in my life too. And it stings. It really does. So I just thank God that it's giving us an opportunity to change something, because God knows we want it and we deserve it and we already have it. But God is kind of saying, all right, like, I want you to keep it, but only if you really want to. And if you really do want to, you're going to have to change something. Okay, so do that. Whatever that is. Again, I tried not to talk too much about this energy, but it's literally asking me to talk about it. The reason why I say that is now I'm going to move into the lessons deck during this time, and the Guilt card came up. Guilt tells us, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay. So I just, like, you have to release any beliefs that no longer assist you. Do you feel like you have to be a loner or a quiet person, closed off person to feel safe with people? Do you feel like you cannot be vulnerable with people because vulnerability just puts you in a bad place, and feeling like it comes back to haunt you, right? Like, those are limiting beliefs that we need to get rid of, and I find that that's what the universe is telling us right now. The next thing that I want to move into is the Pride card, and it tells us, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And I think this is reminding us that, we're no better than anyone. No one is beneath us or above us. And I think it's really reminding us that whatever we see in others is within us. So don't be too prideful in your accomplishments and the good things in your life. Just be grateful for them. And humble yourself when people do wrong by you. Or let's say you're in a situation right now where you're having a hard time understanding someone in your life that you genuinely love and care for. You don't know why they see something a certain way or why they're okay with certain things, right? But just humble yourself and know that they too are learning, and you need to remind that to yourself also, that you are learning through this experience of life just as they are. No one knows how to do this. No one knows how to do this. I know we're all pretending to, but we all don't know what we're doing. We're all just doing our best. So love yourself, and the more you love yourself, you can love others and understand them too. Because I honestly think like life is asking us to have a better understanding of, I guess, the heart and the mind, like that balance of everything, like being empathetic and understanding, but also having your boundaries. So I feel that too. The next card that we did get is happiness, and the mantra here says, or the affirmation rather, I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. I will say this, I know choosing happiness every day is not the easiest thing, especially when we have a 3D reality and we're not happy with certain circumstances in our life. It can be hard to choose happiness. You sometimes may even have some self-sabotage there where you don't even believe you deserve it for whatever reason, whatever limiting belief you have. But I think that we have to choose it right now. Like, if you don't, the situation I was talking about earlier in regards to the tarot cards with the Death and the Tower reversed, whatever problem that doesn't feel good right now, where you feel doomed, where you feel like it feels like, dang, like I said, it's inevitable if it crumbles or not. You can't control that, but you can control your state of mind. You can control that. You can control your state of mind. And so kind of, I'm going to say this with so much love, but be grateful for what comes into your life and what leaves your life, because you have to know that life loves you and it only wants the best for you. And it will have to teach you that through certain things, maybe through an ending right here. I don't know. The next one I do see here is discipline. And the affirmation is, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So, I really think that the discipline for me right here is the emotions and the mind. You have to be disciplined. If you see a negative thought, you see a negative emotion coming up, you see a negative problem in your life, you have to be disciplined to speak love and life over it. That takes work, and it's not easy. I really think that this is what the lesson is. It's, you have to be disciplined. You have to be strict with yourself. Are you respecting and loving yourself? If you say you want to be different, you want to show up different in your relationships, you want to show up different in your health, you want to show up different with your money, you want to show up different with your career, but you're doing the same old things. You're not learning how to better communicate with your loved ones. You're not being healthy and eating right and taking time out of your day to go to the gym to better yourself. You're not sitting with your money and seeing what you're spending things on and just spending however you want to. And I want to say the word spend, circulating wealth, because we're always going to transform our beliefs, right? So you got to catch yourself when you say something, like how I just caught myself saying spend. Are you disciplined enough to catch that and change it right then and there? When you have a negative thought, respect yourself. I love me. I'm going to do the best for me today, so you better do the best for yourself that day. That's what self-respect is. That's what self-love is. You respect your money. Okay, show money you respect it. You respect your loved ones. Show them that you respect it by keeping your word and showing up at the way you said you want to show up. I know it's not easy. Believe me. I know it's not easy, but it's worth it. And everything I'm telling you guys today, I feel in my personal life too. I think I'm telling this to you in the sense of like, let's do this together. Let's get through the hard part and the hard times together, because they will never go away. But we have to learn how to deal with them and still stride and be excited for the good times, right? Because there are always good times on the way, right? You haven't lived your best day yet. Can you think about that? You haven't even lived your best day of your life yet. So just think about all the goodness that life wants to offer you. but also know that you have a part to play, and the part to play is stay consistent with your faith. Because not mentally you have to believe that, but energetically you have to show universe that you are choosing faith over fear. At the top of the deck, what we see is failure, right? The affirmation is, I understand that mistakes is only an opportunity to learn. And I think that was so interesting because it kind of goes hand in hand with the tower at the top of the deck of what we see. It's like we can see the tower is going to come down. We can see where we failed in certain areas in our lives. And it's hard to look at that and see, okay, I failed here. I'm not doing good in this area. But you have to know that life is telling you it's okay that you failed at this thing, that you're not doing the thing right. It's okay. Love yourself though. And know you can change it by being positive, by changing your dynamics. And understand that the mistake is an opportunity to grow. And like, even in my corporate work, sometimes I tell my colleagues, I do invite problems because that's the only time you can see solution. So be gentle on yourself. I think this reading is saying, alert, alert. It's time to really change, At the bottom of the deck, it's so funny. Not funny, but not funny, haha. It's the Death card, and it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Okay, so I tried to not put the reading that way today, but life was like, no, it's important to talk about the darkness too. I mean, we're in Scorpio season, so you kind of have to give it its credit because there's power in darkness as just there's so much power in light. So let's learn early that endings are new beginnings, but let's get to a place where we can change how we feel about it. Let's get to a place of saying it's okay if something didn't work out. I know better now. And let's do that. Because again, free will and destiny. I don't want you guys to say this with me out loud. I am well all the time. All is well all of the time. All is well all of the time. I can trust the good on its way. We can trust it. So trust that, okay? I'm moving now into the mantra. The first one we did get is transforming tragedy. Okay. And the mantra is, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Doesn't that feel good? To know that loss reminds us that there's more room to grow and to receive. Yeah, it creates space. It creates space for good. And that's why I was saying problems. Like, loss of solution, loss of knowing what to do is okay because it shows you what to do and where the solution is going to come from. The next card we did get was sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Talk about it. Don't be shameful. You see how I was low-key shameful to even talk about this today? And then universe was like, talk about it. And I think seeing this card was a good affirmation for me in my own personal life. Speak your truth. It's okay. Speak it, Share the pain, share the burden, share the confusion. Because it does allow you to be and sit with and accept what is, but I don't want us to stay there too long. I want us to see something for what it is, give it its value, and then let's transform it into something better. We did get processing grief also, and the mantra states, my losses prove how deeply I loved. Grief is so much. Grief can be a literal passing of someone. Grief can be this idea of what you thought you would be in your life right now. You're not there. Grief can be so many things, and I think we navigate that all of the time, and it's a wave. But Tony Robbins tells me all the time too, loss is an illusion. You never really lose though. Even though we may things may come out of our life, you don't really ever lose anything. If anything, you find in loss. You find out more, and you find out how much more space you have to create and to receive in your life, for sure. We got exploring unity consciousness, and the mantra here is, I am one eternal light appearing as all. And I love that, because it goes back to the pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I am one eternal light appearing as all. So if you show up as the best individual, how can life not show it back to you? If you can show up as a very loving person, regardless of what anyone else looks like, chooses, anything, if you can do that, then you are the light and the life that you need, and that will guide others too, right? So just remember, you are eternal light also. Don't forget that in this darkness. Don't forget that in the tower. Don't forget that in death. Don't forget that in grief. Even with guilt and shame, don't forget that you are the light, and that light exists. And just like happiness, it's there when you're ready to choose it. At the top of the deck, what we see is welcoming surrender. And the mantra is, there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. And I think that is so interesting that was at the top of the deck of what we see. Also, again, recap, top of the deck was the tower reverse, and the top of the deck of lessons is failure. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There's no problem with a mistake. Destiny is being revealed. There's no problem when a tower falls. Destiny is being revealed. So surrender to whatever is happening in your life right now. Something I say a lot and to God every day is, thank you for all the good that I have in my life. Thank you for all the good on its way, and remove all the good that's not for me. You know, why would you want something if it's not meant for you? Why would you want to keep something that's not yours? Is really something I pray about a lot. I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful for all the good in my life, and I'm so happy and grateful for the things that are removed from my life that don't match me and where I want to go. I feel safe with that. I know that's a very scary thing to say out loud, especially to universe and God, but seriously, if you can be at a place of being so detached, that's a good place to be, of not latching on and holding on to things so tightly, but being so free and open, this vessel of things coming in and flowing out of. That was weird. I don't know. My camera cut off, so I believe I was talking about at the top of the deck, welcoming surrender, and then at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see is awakening, inspired action. There is only what life is asking of me. Okay. There is only what life is asking of me. Death card reverse, death card lessons. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. There's only what life is asking of me. So I trust and hope that this video was good for you. I trust and hope that you took something away. I trust and hope that you understand, even when you feel like you're being put into timeout and you feel like, oh my God, like, what is going on in my life? It's so hectic. I don't know what to do. Choose good. That's the best I can say. Choose good. Remind yourself, even if you can't choose good in its entirety, remind yourself it's possible for me to choose good. It's possible for me to change limiting beliefs. It's positive for me to change this situation in my life that's not going good. It's not the end, though. But it will be the end of this negative pattern. It will be the end of handling it the way that I've been handling it. You know, that's the end. You know, the end of you not taking your health seriously, the end of you not taking your finances seriously, the end of you not taking your responsibilities seriously, the end of you not taking your relationship seriously, the ending of you not loving yourself the way you should. That's the ending that I'm seeing here. But I just think life is saying you need to be disciplined if you really want the things that you want in your life. You have to be held accountable to some degree, and that's what life is telling us. So my question to you in this reading today, what are you going to do to better yourself for tomorrow? That's how I really want to end it. I will leave it there. We are approaching winter, the darkest time of the year. Do not forget your light. I know we're in daylight savings and it gets dark at like 4 or 5 p.m. now, but do not forget the power of the light. Don't forget that the sun will shine tomorrow, and just for you. You're going to get through this. Don't worry. Thank you, universe, for all the good. All is well, all of the time. I don't have to worry. You never have to worry. You never have to worry. Don't worry. Just love on you a little bit more and let that eradicate outside of you to all other areas of your life and all of the people in your life. But I felt like I had to do this reading, and I'm really grateful that I was able to bring clarity. I was able to bring, community, just to feel together in this. Whatever you're challenging, whatever I'm challenging, I have you and you have me also. So please never forget that. And I'll just wrap up to say, if you guys ever want a personal reading done by me, always feel free to reach out to me via Instagram. And I will get to you as soon as possible. I think I want to get back to live readings, but for right now, I am up for video readings and voice memo readings also. But nonetheless, I love you all so very much, and all is well. Just tell yourself that even if you can't believe it right now, there are better days ahead. There are better things coming my way. And, tell yourself all the good things. I'll leave it to you like this. Would you rather go down a downward spiral of how the worst things can manifest, or would you rather go on this upward rampage of how good it can get? It's the latter. Let's climb up that positivity of rampage and speak life over our lives and over the problems, and remind yourself there is resolution. I'm so happy and grateful for the resolution in my life. I never have to worry. So I continue to send my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you